Hello YouTube, how's it going? This is a crossover and we're back with another video. Today we are going to be breaking down GG Jackson of South Carolina. So without any further delay, let's get right into the video. The most apparent strength in GG's game is his prowess around the rim. At 6'9", 215 pounds, he is fairly nimble for his size and is capable of slashing to the rim at will, whether that be off the dribble on the perimeter or curling off of screens to finish over and through contact. He possesses quality footwork and keeps his pivot foot secured when faced with multiple defenders, and is capable of acrobatic finishes too. He is undoubtedly best when he rises up strong, as his defender is typically a big man, meaning once GG has his defender beat, smaller players are forced to come from the weak side to help, which he has no problem finishing over, as his handle on the perimeter is still an area of improvement, which we will cover later. But GG is still able to attack smaller defenders when switched onto him. When he decides to get to the rim, good things happen, whether that be a shot attempt at the rim or free throws, which isn't a rare occurrence when GG gets downhill, as players oftentimes end up fouling him, not knowing how else to alter or contest his shot, as there are a handful of players in the nation that can stop GG from scoring around the basket. Undoubtedly GG's most frustrating weakness, which is his shot selection. His shot creation is a part of his game that he is trying to expand and grow upon, which is understandable. However, he takes too many ill-advised shots at this point in his young career, whether that be one dribble pull-ups with a defender in front of him, contested fadeaways in the post, or spot-ups from way beyond the three-point line. Oftentimes, he struggles to create separation, leading to these being heavily contested, oftentimes hitting the front of the rim or even airballing. He must take advantage of his size and the rim pressure he generates more often and reduce the pull-ups, as that is where he will thrive the most and will do so at the next level, despite the shot creation, upside, and the possibility of it continuing to grow as his career develops. It will be an issue that will drive teams away from him, and hopefully he will attack the rim more often throughout the rest of this college season. The biggest reason why GG struggles to create separation, and is my most pressing concern with his game, is his handle. It is simply underdeveloped at this point in his career. He struggles to break down the first defender in front of him, lacking different combo moves to go to. And even when he attempts to do so, it is a common occurrence that he loses the ball, leading to his man oftentimes staying in front of him and contesting his shot or leading him into traffic. When the defender in a pick and roll steps up to the level of the ball screen, he oftentimes picks up his dribble and even picks it up when a defender is close in his space. He struggles with getting past men in front of him even in fast breaks. His handle will be the most pressing flaw to improve upon to become a better shot creator in the NBA. The form itself, however, is clean, and the jump shot as a whole is relatively sound looking, especially on spot-ups. He gets a good elevation on his shot and has a nice high release. Mechanically, his guide hand and shooting hand are both at proper placements, and he is able to utilize his height to rise up over defenders when he doesn't have to put the ball on the floor. However, it is not an uncommon occurrence, such as this current example where GG is able to take one or two dribbles to pull up into open space and get a shot off. He's also able to sometimes utilize his size over smaller defenders to simply overwhelm them and get a nice high arching shot off. However, the passing is an issue with GG's game and will continue to do so, as he lacks touch on his passes. However, there are some encouraging flashes, as he is able to attack in space and get downhill to create shots for his teammates. As you can see here, he thrives with dump offs to his teammates, and that's a part of his game that I would like to see grow further as he continues to get more reps and experience with the ball in his hands. And it's definitely an area of his game I could see thriving at the next level. However, the touch on his passes definitely needs to improve. However, there's enough there, and there's enough to be molded with GG to suggest he could thrive as both a facilitator and a shot creator given proper development at the next level. Defensively, GG thrives as an off-ball defender. He does a good job maneuvering through sets in the weak side, getting through and around screens relatively easily for his size. He does a good job calling out actions for his teammates to get through, calling for them to get around screens or giving them space to get back to their man when they shoot out onto the perimeter. He is able to do all of this while keeping his man within his frame of vision, and he does a fine job securing defensive rebounds as well, which he is then able to swing the ball up the court to his teammates or take it himself. I expect his defensive rebounding and help defense to be a big factor in why GG is able to get minutes right away in the NBA. And due to his offensive inconsistencies, I expect this to be one of his biggest strengths from day one in the league. The most frustrating part of GG's game defensively is the lack of turnovers he generates with his size and frame, especially around the rim, where when he is located around the dunker spot, he will allow the offensive player to get a clean attempt or give a half-hearted swipe at the ball to show he gave some sort of effort, which is made even more frustrating since there are examples of GG on tape using his length and mobility to affect attempts around the rim, both in the half court and in transition, which will be an area of his game where he will have to give consistent effort at the next level to add to his value from day one. Though GG doesn't necessarily guard on ball too much, whenever he does, there are certain possessions where the game can be a bit too quick for him and smaller guards can get up shots quicker than he can react. However, generally when he is off ball, forced to cover shooters, he does a magnificent job of getting through screens, especially stagger screens, and contesting shots leading to misses, which is very exceptional given his age and experience. He does a good job utilizing his feet and his length on ball generally, and he has shown flashes of being a playoff versatile defender given his switchability to be able to guard both on and off the ball, especially in pick and roll situations. He does a great job utilizing his length to affect shooters and does a good job closing out onto set shooters to make them think twice about taking a shot. Overall, GG is a Swiss Army knife currently defensively, and if he can garner more turnovers at the next level over time, again with more experience, with proper coaching, I think that he can really turn into a special defensive player. Having said all this, we now reach the end of the video, and GG is a prospect with tons of strengths, tons of potential, however plenty of weaknesses as well that will have to be ironed out in his game. In terms of unlocking his shot creation, the handle is the biggest key for me, and overall his shot selection and IQ will have to improve. I think going to a situation where he can be in more of a limited role and slowly expand his game as he develops his IQ and his overall experience will be the best for him, but there's plenty of upside with GG, and he's a tantalizing prospect in this year's draft. Let me know what you guys think about GG down below in the comments section, and aside from that, that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching and have a blessed day. Take care. Peace.